Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do another explanation video. Today we're going to go over the types of different cards you will see in products throughout the collecting. So basically what I want to start out is explaining the different type of parallels and kind of what parallels are. So right here we have actually an insert of a Jalen Rieger Donruss rated rookie. So the reason you know it's a Donruss is because down here in the lower right it says Donruss, and this is obviously the product it came from. The manufacturer is Panini. So Panini currently is the only one that has rights to the NFL PA contract to use the team's images and their logos and the NFL logo and their colors and stuff like that. So I'll show you another product here shortly of where they don't have the rights. And so this is a base card. This is probably the most common type of card you will see in a product. So say there's like 10,000 of these made. Just rough estimates. None of these numbers are true, except for numbered cards, because there's only so many of those. But so there's 10,000. Say there's 10,000 of these. This insert is called a rated rookie because it has this little logo up here. So there's probably about, I don't know, maybe say 9,000. There's not a significant amount less, but there is still less than what the base card would look like. Now, parallel, you can see here, it's the same exact card, but there is a slight difference. Like, this is a red press proof parallel of this base rated rookie. So it's exactly the same card, but has this red border, the red lettering, different Donruss logo, and it says press proof right here. So say there's like 5,000 of these made. Once again, this one in particular is not numbered. I will have a couple number cards to show you, but so those are the two differences between parallels. And as you go through and collect different colored cards, they will probably get lower. And you can always check. If you go to Beckett.com and look up the product you're looking for, like say you're looking for Donruss 2020 or 2019, I believe. Yeah. Or no, I'm sorry, 2020. You look up the checklist on Beckett. You can just Google Beckett 2020 Donruss checklist, and it'll come up and it'll be the first thing on Beckett's website. It gives you a breakdown and a whole list of each card's number, so it's associated with what player. So like this is number 315. You can see the number up there. If you look on there, it'll say it's Jalen Rieger, and then from there it'll give you every insert, the breakdown of each parallel, how many, if there's numbered parallels, how many there are, and also each autograph and stuff like that. It's a lot of information, but if you're looking for a specific type, or if you're trying to complete what's called a rainbow, which is where you get every single parallel for a set, including what's called one-of-ones, where there's only one particular card made of that looking card. So like say the one-of-one for this would be like a black or a gold. There would be a gold outline or black outline on the back of it, or somewhere on the card it would say one-of-one. I don't have any one-of-ones in my personal collection right now, but that's what it would say. So those, if you're completing a rainbow, people say you need the one-on-ones, some people don't, because sometimes one-on-ones are so difficult because if it's never pulled from the product, you never know if it's out there, or if someone's obviously collecting them, they're never going to let it go. So that's the parallels. Inserts, I wanted to show you, are kind of like this. So once again, inserts are just another thing in the product that Panini likes to throw out there. So for instance, this is the Throwback Insert for 2021 score. So this is Devontae Smith I actually have a scorecard from 1991. And if you look, they're similar. But this one, if you look on the back, this was made in 2021. Where this one, as you can see at the bottom there, is made in 1991. So it looks exactly the same, but also these inserts have different card numbers. So it's like, so Throwback TV, and Devontae Smith is the fourth one for this card. So those are inserts. There's thousands of inserts for any type of product out there. Once again, if you check the checklist, some of them are really cool, some of them are kind of like whatever. Another thing I want to get into are what are called die cuts. So I believe this is a die cut. I'm not. The reason why you say it's a die cut is because it's not like a normal card, so it's cut differently. So from my understanding, and once again, there's other videos out there that would probably explain a little bit better than me, but die cuts are just, they're not the normal rectangular cards. They are cut differently, they look different. There is a shorter print of them. This is a particular Jalen Hurts red select die cut. So those are those. This is an older card, but these are called acetate cards. So acetate cards are just essentially see-through cards. This one's from Collier's Edge. I don't even know. This is an older one that my wife got me, but the only acetates I ever see are out of Illusions. So basically, if anyone ever mentions acetate cards, just a see-through cards. Those are cool. Kind of inserts and stuff like that. Here is a knockoff. Well, I wouldn't say knockoff. Here's another product that's not Panini. It's called Sage Premier Draft. As you can see, though, this is Kenneth Gainwell. He's in his college uniform, and I believe he played for Buffalo or Kentucky. But as you can see, there's no identifying markers of what team he played for, really only the colors, and it's just a very plain uniform. The reason being is Panini holds all the rights to the college uniforms and the NFL uniforms. So these guys, if they don't want to get sued, can't use those images where it would say, like, it would have like like for this one for Ricky Waters, the Notre Dame logo, or like here for Jalen Hurts, or not Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, the SEC logo, you know, all that. So these ones are less sought after. They usually come in repack products, or even they're usually cheaper because people don't want the college uniform. Like this is even cheaper. If it was in his pro uniform, it'd be worth a little bit more. This is worth less because it's his college uniform. It's not Panini, so there's no identifying markers. It's just the player's card. So if you're collecting individual players, not a team, you might want it. It's not necessarily for some people. I collect whatever, but those are some people. So another one that I'm going to show off, or we're going to go into, is autographs. The different types of autographs are. So like this one, and I don't know if you guys can really see it. There it is. So you see the little Panini logos on there. So this is a Derek Barnett autograph, but it's a sticker autograph because the reason being is the little thing right here. He signed the sticker part, and then they stuck it onto this card. As you can see, it's numbered as well. So this one's 50 out of 149. But I don't know why my camera's freaking out. They only made 149 of these in this base set. This is the base one. But these are stickers, so like I said, they just slap it on there. They're a little bit less desirable because the player didn't necessarily touch this card or whatever. But, and there's always not a... Panini guarantees this. Back in the day, from what I've read and watched, they used to have auto pens do it. So basically they would have a machine automatically sign the sticker, and then they would throw it on there. And so technically the player didn't sign it, so it was obviously a little less sought after, or they thought the autograph was not guaranteed. But as you can see, if you see this on the back of a card, it means Panini, the company, guarantees that this player signed the sticker and they put it on, and it's all legit. The other type of signatures there are out there are on-card autographs. So like for this one, Jason Peters, this is not a sticker, this is an on-card autograph of he physically signed this card. And these are also numbered typically. Like this, there's 199 of these ones. But yeah, so he went through and signed all 199 of these. There's usually a session or whatever. And this one is from the Elements product, so there's different. This one is also different because this is an actual metal card, where these are, cardboard, not cardboard, paperboard or cardboard, or if you want to call them that. This one's an actual metal one, which is, I think, really cool. Then what we want to get into next are patch cards. So these patch cards, as you can see, this is an actual piece of a jersey. If you look on the back of these, this one's numbered out of 10, so there's only 10 of these. This one in particular only has this Eagles logo, which makes it worth more, because instead of it just being a normal patch, or where it's a single color, or it doesn't really look anything, could be really anything, like this one I have of Brian Dawkins. There's this little black part here that's part of something. It's part of his jersey, but this is the only part of the Eagles logo, which, if it's a logo patch, which this one is, like I said, it's worth a little bit more. You can see on the back of this, it says enclosed player worn / used material is guaranteed. So that means Carson Wentz wore this either at a signing event or something else. He did not wear it in an in-game event. This Brian Dawkins one, though, if you see right here, it says game used. So it means he physically wore this part of the jersey in a game. So game used, a little bit more softer than just player worn, where they just throw it on. Then also, the past 2 years, due to the pandemic, Panini has also done, this particular jersey is not from any particular game or event. I don't have any of those, but basically that's saying they just took a jersey and cut it up, and the player didn't throw it on or anything real quick. So like for this one, Carson could have just thrown this on real quick, taken it off, and they cut it. So that is what it means by player worn or used. The other ones are non-player used or from any event. They just took up a jersey and cut it up. And then obviously the game used, which is the more softer. There's also, these can be called memorabilia cards, jersey cards, or relic cards. There are pants jerseys, cleats, pant cards. There's cleats, there's helmets, there's gloves. Basically any type of the jersey that that a player has worn or could possibly use, they'll throw it in carts, and obviously those vary. So helmets, gloves, stuff that the guys have actually worn could be worth more. So it all depends. And like I said, if it's got the logo on it, it's worth even more. And there's also the college ones too, but once again, those are worth a little bit less because people prefer the pro unis. And then there's RPAs, which is, an RPA is a rookie patch autograph. So say this is from 2016 and had Carson's autograph on it, or even, so this is Derek Barnett's rookie autograph. If he had part of the logo on it, or had a jersey patch in it where there's, a single color, two color patch would be like part of the 6 there in the white. Any part of the jersey with multiple colors on it, depends on how many color patch it's called. So 1, 2, 3. I've seen Buccaneers patches, which is, I think they're the only ones I know of that have 5 color patches. But an RPA would be, once again, would be part of the jersey with his signature. Those are really sought after for like the quarterbacks and stuff like that. Those are worth a lot. Like this signature is worth less than this patch card because he's a defensive player and he's a quarterback. The way the pecking order goes is quarterbacks are always worth the most. Then the rest of the offensive skill players, basically, typically it's wide receiver, running back, tight end. Then the offensive line, even though those guys don't get a lot of love, and then defensive players. And defensive players doesn't really matter; they're not worth a ton, which is unfortunate. To me, I'm a defensive guy, but then so those are those. I don't have any RPAs, and then the last card I want to kind of go over is what are called redemptions. So this is redemption. I don't mind you showing you this because I've already redeemed this on Panini's website, so it's eventually going to come to me. But basically, this is the card was not ready for whatever reason. Either they didn't have the card signed, or for this particular case, it's Lane Johnson. He signed it, but he didn't get back to Panini before they put all the products together, or they don't have their jersey right away, or it's a number of reasons. Basically, this is Panini putting this in a product, telling you and guaranteeing you, hey, if you put in this code on our website, we will give you this card when it's ready. That being said, the last couple of years, since the hobby has blown up, it's been taking them a while. Like, I redeemed this over a month ago at this point. They still haven't gotten to me. I've seen ones where they haven't sent them back for over a year. It all depends. Recently, they've been getting back to people within a month or two. So I'm hoping this gets to me soon, but you never know. But that is essentially all of when you're looking at for cards. Once again, there's other videos out there. I just wanted to throw this one together just because when I was new to the hobby, I only found one person I started following, just started doing it, and it was very helpful, so I figured it'd be helpful for people out there. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer any questions I want or I know of. You also can go ask your LCS people, and an LCS is a local card store for people that don't know, or just Google anything. Most of the information's out there. You can also join the football cards. That's football cards with a Z. The subreddit. A lot of those guys out there on Reddit are really, very helpful, and they're very, very nice people. But yeah, so that's the video for today. Thanks, and we'll get back to you soon.